5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Away with Words, the podcast. It's your girl Bree Stories.
It's Aja No Asia.
It's A Tati.
And we're here with our good friend Jackie B.
Hey guys.
What's good? So Jackie is up in this place. If you don't know who Jackie is, I think you live under a rock, but we'll let you know anyway. She is a fitness extraordinaire. She is now affiliated with Bites by Back, which is vegan deliciousness, as I hear. I can't wait to try it. And tell us what else is up, Jackie B. No, don't do that. I did this 2 weeks ago. I fucked up. Let's check in first.
Fucked up.
I was like,
Okay, we're gonna check in first.
I was like,
I don't know if you go first.
oh my god, hey y'all.
Hey.
Actually, checking in today. Mentally, I have a lot on my mind. I got some things I want to get done. I want to write in my law of attraction planner. If you guys are really into like organization and figuring out what you like, you know, just day by day type of thing, I just got me a law of attraction planner, which I absolutely love. It has like really good affirmations and everything, and it's really good about keeping you on target as far as like throughout the day and throughout the week. And then at the month they have like a monthly summary where you can just go back and say like what I did this month, what I want to change, and what I'm reflecting on.
I love that.
So I want to get my week organized in my planner. That's really what's on my mind right now. Emotionally, I feel good. I haven't been too emotional, and I was watching something yesterday. I thought it was gonna make me cry, but it didn't.
Oh, that's good.
Physically, I feel energized, you know.
I saw that you were on your gym kick.
Yes.
How's it going? I'm excited for you.
I've been doing a little bit of research, so now that I'm going like pretty consistently, now I really have to just work on
Kicking it up.
not kicking it up so much, but I have to work on a calorie deficit diet.
Yeah.
That's like, because I know that's going to give you the
Yeah.
results I want.
We'll talk later.
Okay, oh gosh.
Oh gosh.
And then my attention is on. My attention is on being here with these ladies and having a great podcast.
Hey, Tati, how do you feel? That sounds
She
like
feels
Raiders.
good. Oh, she
Yeah.
feels so good.
That's not how we used to do it. Y'all older than me. They changed it by the time I was doing that.
What was they doing?
When we were on Raiders, it was ooh, I feel so good. It was
That was for the grown ones. Like the little kids.
That's
did
what
the,
I did.
And then when you got older, it was the ooh, ah.
I did ooh, I always. JV
I'm
always
never
did
in a
fast.
room full of people that I've done stuff with. Like I'm always like a fly on the wall. But it's like I cheered too. Wait a second, what are we talking about?
Yes. Different cheers though. I'm sad. That's okay. Go on.
Cheers, love.
So, physically, unfortunately, I am back sick. Last week I was just celebrating the fact that I was getting over my cold, but apparently me and my daughter are just gonna like ping pong our germs back and forth because now I'm sick again, and now she's feeling a little better, but now I feel like I'm getting her sick again, so that's annoying. Emotionally, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good emotionally and spiritually. I'm feeling good. I'm still in my excited about the new year aspect. So that's good. And my attention is just on getting better, getting back healthy, so I can get back to my. I was in the habit of like working out every day, but like the past 2 days I didn't work out or anything because I've been feeling so bad. So I'm just ready to get back to doing that and on this episode, and I guess.
Yay! Hey, physically I feel very limber. That's a good feeling. I was
great. Life goes forever.
not in the ways I'd like to be, but I'm feeling very limber. I had fallen far off of my daily regimen wagon and just started getting back into it. So I had a really good stretch this morning. So that feels nice. Mentally, emotionally, y'all should see. Emotionally, I feel joy. I feel really good. I feel weird today for some reason. I'm not sure what that is, but it's not a weirdness that is countering my joy, which is fine. So I'm just going to observe that weirdness and let it do its thing. Spiritually, I feel back. I feel like I've been feeling like I was in the right spots and I wasn't, and now I am. So that's a good feeling as well. And my attention is currently on definitely keeping my morning regimens intact forever, because I am not my best self when I don't do things. And although when my alarm clock goes off and I'm like, oh my God, the first 3 seconds of that are like, what the fuck, why? Why do I have to get up? Why do I have to stop sleeping? But as soon as I get into it, I'm already a better person, and I start my day and I end my day just being my best self, being more productive, being more mindful, more intentional, all the things that I want to be. It's just that little bit of sacrifice in the morning, and then everything is okay. So I have to just stop holding myself back by being lazy, basically. And that's it. And Jackie B's here. Okay. And that's exciting.
So mentally, physically.
Start with physically. And then emotionally. Mentally physically, but it's okay if you say it.
She be trying to talk.
No!
I was about to say I got it from her. Sorry, Asia. Asia, no Asia.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Appreciate that.
So physically, I am honestly so tired. I hope I don't look it. I've been running nonstop since probably like for a good 16 days. I just got a nonprofit. I just started a nonprofit called Run the Block 5K, and it's going to be an inner city race to raise money for community gardens in the neighborhoods, and eventually like community centers and more economic opportunities for and youth outlets for our community.
Yes.
So I'm tired. Literally didn't even know we had this many offices in the city of Chicago to check in with. It's exhausting. Spiritually?
Yeah, you can do that too.
You can do that too. Spiritually, I feel super aligned.
Yes.
I feel super aligned. I always tell people, when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, God will hand everything to you.
Yes.
It's like you're literally a step away. And so I feel so aligned, and I just want to stay in that. So I guess that's what my attention is on.
Yes.
Is staying in that alignment so that everything could just keep coming. And y'all, my credit score is 750.
Oh!
754, excuse me. Let me
Co-sign a car.
Listen, and I mean, I went through the credit score journey, and so when I tell you that when you take the steps to do what you're supposed to be doing, He will hand everything to you. You're like, here you go. You asked for it, and you did what you said you would do. Here you go.
Yes.
And I'm just like, yes, keep me in that. So, yeah,
I love
that's
that.
my check-in.
That's Life as a Catalog. If you guys are the types of viewers who don't stay tuned to the very end of the episode, sometimes we have Life as a Catalog. That is our belief that sometimes the universe puts you in a place to hear exactly what you need to hear. And when you hear those things, don't be like, oh my God, her credit score is 750. I'm so fucking mad that mine isn't. You have to be like, yes, 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 yes. I heard that because I'm on the same wavelength to have the same thing.
So you know what? I love that. What do you call it?
Life is a catalog.
Life is a catalog. So I always tell people, it's no accident that I've been the places I've been. I've seen the things I've seen. Like even down, like if we want to talk materialistic, like if you got a friend with a raw car, like it's no accident that I got to ride in that car. It's no accident that you got to go to that club. It's no accident that one of my friends took me to a Lazarus. Don't make me say it wrong because I stick my foot in my mouth. You know, it looks like a maze.
We're not very cultured here anyway.
It's like a maze, and you walk into the center of it, but you can't skip over the lines.
Okay.
Something like that. I'll show you guys.
Sounds fancy.
But even her taking me there was like, oh my God, this is my wavelength. I didn't know what this was. And so now, even walking in here and we see the statues here, that's like, the same wavelength, like that same spirituality. So you're like always connected, and you got to follow those omens. Read The Alchemist. Follow those over and over again. Follow those omens over and over again.
Over and over again. Yes.
So yeah.
Definitely.
Catalog.
Yes.
Oh my God, so it's no accident that I'm in love with Chris Brown, and people try to
Ugh.
downplay our
Sorry.
relationship.
I'm really sorry.
Because we're going to fight. He's a fighter, and I'm a fighter, and we're going to be together. We're going to fight for our love.
Is he a fighter?
Yes. All right, don't do it.
He's
Everybody be
fighter.
respectful. Be respectful.
Anyway, more about Jackie B. So, first of all, I get like, I don't even know. I get tingles. Like, I don't know. Like, I get like so energized because what we do here at A Way with Words, the podcast, especially because like this was just a made up thing. Like, we moved in the same house together, and I was just like, I'm gonna do a podcast, and everybody was like, okay, like let's do that. And we started doing this thing, and for some reason, because divine timing and God and just being God body and understanding, just being intentional, we are attracting such beautiful people. Like, we've had people come here, and from all different types of people who come and are totally aligned with our message, and like nobody's come here and said except one time, but no shade. Nobody's come here and said something where we were like, that's not really what we stand for here at A Way with Words, but cool, tight, got it. Like, every time somebody, you know, comes and speaks their truth, which is what we're all about, it's always right on point, and that's something that I'm so thankful for. I just have to say that. So Jackie B is up in here, obviously a boss, obviously just.
I'm just trying a little bit.
I mean, my God, like, you have your hands in so many pots, and it's just an amazing thing. So tell us a little bit about your journey and where you're going, especially because it's a new year. Like, where are you going to be in December 2018? It's 2018, right?
Yeah. So, honestly, let's speak on it.
Yes.
I just said this earlier. I see my company making a great $100,000 this year.
Yeah.
And that would be a first time ever. I'm not out here balling. I'm not out here, you know, just slanging it yet. But just the things that we got aligned. Overall, like, I hate titles. And so overall, I'm just a creative. And I've learned how to use like my creative spirit in many avenues. And so like I started on UIC radio, and I wanted to be Oprah, and I'm like, listen, I'm Oprah, you can't tell me nothing. And I lost my scholarship to school and dropped out of college. Mind you guys, I graduated high school with a 4.1 GPA. And so that just goes to tell you that you can drop out of college and you smart, okay?
Talk about it.
But I had no discipline, I had no structure, I had no consistency, no follow through. And because I was one of those kids, like high school came easy to you, whatever the case may be. So once I left school, I had to dive into like, okay, how can you create your own world? How can you still be successful? Because my validation came through being smart. And so like when you don't finish school, you're like, they gonna think I'm wowing now. Like, I had moved to the West Coast with my rapper boyfriend, ex-boyfriend now. And so, so if you really think about it in a retrospect of how you say this, like I moved to Vegas with my rapper boyfriend after I dropped out of college. You're like, hold on, you gotta get a plan together. So I really had to sit and create this world and create a lifestyle that like I'm comfortable living. And I was, this is the story I love to tell everybody. Like I said, I wanted to be Oprah. I was working like a bartending job, server job, made the most money I ever made in my life in Vegas. I didn't like the energy. I didn't like the people. I didn't like just that vibe. I consume everyone's energy. So it's just like, if I don't like the vibe, I literally, it starts rubbing off on me. Either it change you for the worse or it change you for the best. Or you like get out of it, you know? And so after I left that job, the bartending job, bottle service job, I got a job at like Hilton, right? Boring, no office job, call center. Like literally, I'm such a creative person. Like everyone that knows me knows my mind exploding, right? And I up in one day decided to quit this job. I literally talked to God like, look, sir, this is not for me. Like I was making so much money. Why would I be here? Like I'm not whatever. Like trying to make it make sense. And I heard if it ain't for you, leave. I received it. I left. I didn't tell my boyfriend at the time for like 3 days. I literally was telling him he was out of town or something. I was telling him like, yeah, I'm at work. I gotta go to work today.
Yeah.
This gap, I'm just not talking to you, okay? I'm at home doing
For
nothing.
4 to 6 hours.
Listen, I'm at home doing nothing, okay? And so on the third day though, I got a call from LA for a production job I did not apply for.
Come on.
Like crazy.
Right.
And so it was a PA job for the weight loss show that introduced me to fitness and introduced me to this lifestyle.
Wow.
And so now, 3-4 years later, I have a fitness company, Beast That Plays Sport.
Yeah.
We're on a mission to humanize the maintenance of healthy and active living, because it's like if you want to do this for the rest of your life, you're gonna have to love to do this.
Yes.
And so it's like you got to find the ways that make it incorporate it into your life and incorporate it into what makes sense. I'm Champagne Campaign 365. I got a hashtag, check me out.
Yes.
But I'm still gonna go put my work in. I'm still gonna go
Yes.
do, what I'm saying, what it is to take care of myself. And
Yes.
so that's what I always push. Like everything is about connecting to like your truth, like connecting
Yes.
to who you are, because if you feed in your soul, you can move and do anything. You know what I'm saying? So that's why like it's hard to really be like, oh, I just do this, because under Beast That Play, like I'm the trainer, but all the videos and the like clips that you guys see,
Mm-hmm.
I created those. I produced those. Like I came up with the concepts for those. So it's like I'm a creative director as well. I'm a producer as well. Like
Right.
I wanted to be Oprah, y'all. So it's like I use that same production background
Yes.
in my fitness company, and then eventually we'll go off into I do this check-in from time to time. I'm not very consistent, but I try to be better. Called 500 Days of Hustle, and it's basically accountability check-in that I do on social media that says like, this is my plans. And I'm not good at showing like the before plans, because no one wants to see like you fall through and like, oh, it didn't happen when I said it was gonna happen, so like now I suck. And it's just like, no, you're just showing people like this is the journey. Like people wanted to have this entrepreneur life, and let me tell you, like my best friends will tell you, like I will break down 1 minute and then be on the phone the next minute like, but we about to go crazy.
Right.
We about to snap. And then the next day I'm like, I just can't. I can't take it. And my life is a failure. And then the next day I'm just like, no, my company about to listen. And so it's just like, you gotta be ready for that. And like, you gotta, and that's what I try to do like on the check-ins, because, and that's, I'm not really a big, new year, new me person. And so that's why I like had to be like a rebel and say 500 Days of Hustle instead of just like, the year.
Yeah.
I'm actually approaching the January 21st started my second go around of the 500 Days of Hustle. On September 8th, 2015, my uncle passed away. And he was one of those people that like you like him or you don't like him. A lot of people didn't like him. And when he passed away, you don't hear people say you don't like him.
Right.
You hear people say, now this is my favorite uncle, and no offense to my other uncle, because it's like I love you to death, to life. But you don't hear people say bad stuff about you when you pass away.
Right.
And so it really taught me like you gotta live out loud. You gotta just be who you are, because people gonna say whatever they want to say about you. They're gonna talk behind your back, but when it's all said and done and when you gone, they're gonna be like, instead of saying like, oh well, she thought she was all that, she had the greatest taste. Oh well, she was thirsty, she was so ambitious. And it's just like they switch up on you real fast. So you gotta really be out here just living your life, living your truth, and doing whatever you want to do. And I feel like as long as you like lead with love, that's it. That's all. I don't owe nobody nothing else. And so the 500 Days of Hustle taught me, like, I literally started it that day, because, what other better unhealthy way to deal with your problems? So I started it that day. I got on, my iPad and just started talking, and was just like, this is the day I'm going to take Beast That Play seriously. So I'm 865 days in on the 21st. So and
that's amazing.
We built a few things up. I feel like you can level up or build something, establish something in every 500 days, and you don't have to think about Oprah status on the first 500 days. You just got to think, okay, in this next 500 days, what can I get done? And that's how I be leading with everything. You've
definitely gotten a lot done, and I don't know when I started following you, but I remember when I did, I was just like, oh, Jackie, because we went to the same school.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, okay. And then you follow somebody, and you either do that thing where you like lurk their page right away, and I don't think I did that. So then I started just like seeing you on my timeline, like, damn, she looked good, like, oh, okay. And then I started seeing things that were obviously intentional because you were getting into the fitness, and then you would be posting your workouts or posting, and you'll be in these beautiful ass places like running and stuff. And I used to just be like, okay, Shorty is really out here getting to it, and I love it. And it's just interesting to see the growth of that, because that to me as a consumer was just like something, and now to see what it really is, like, you know, like it really is like this living, breathing thing, and that's amazing, and I'm just very proud that you've done that.
Listen, these are the best type of compliments.
Like, for real.
No, it's the best type of compliments. Like, I could cry, because it's like, that's what, you know, that's kind of like, you know, what everyone sets out to do. And there's so many beautiful spirits that I've met and connected with the same way, and I saw them build their journey up, and I'm like, oh my God, I saw this girl do this. I saw this guy do this. And it's just like, so it's for someone to say that, it's just like,
yeah,
I'll be floating all day.
No, for real. I love that so much, and I'm loving your energy right now. We do got to get into some trash though.
Let's do.
You look down like you
Listen,
ashamed.
so you want to know what? You know what? No, I tell people all the time, like, I'm like, what did Kendrick say? Like, I'm the biggest hypocrite of 2016.
Oh yes,
Me, like, we will talk like holistic,
God,
spiritual, like kumbayas, and you know what I'm saying, one with natures, and then like 2 seconds later, I'm like, okay, so got some tea for you.
Look, okay. No,
Got
I'm
something for you.
definitely like that. That's how I feel. I'm always telling people, like, this is how you have to be, y'all. You know, God, being God body is everything, and be intentional and meditate and da. And then like cut to that night, and I'm like throwing up so fucking drunk, like, you know.
I want you to stop throwing up, but turn up, and I be lit. So it's like,
but that's just how deep like the trash is. Like, it's that much of an opposite. But anyway, God is working on us all. We do have some craziness in the Discovery Zone. So as everybody knows, H&M UK got under some heat for putting the Precious Little Black Boy in a hoodie that said "Coolest Monkey in the Jungle." Let's not beat that horse to death. But the South Africans turned the fuck up in H&M this past week. There is a video on the Shade Room. That's where I saw it. I'm sure you can find it if you just Google it. But these motherfuckers went to the H&M and basically did parkour, trashed the whole spot. Like, there's a person recording. No, there's a person recording saying "Ninja style," which is my favorite thing ever. I think that should just be a hashtag now. I don't know how we apply it to our everyday life.
Anytime you take that picture when you like this, ninja style. Don't steal my caption. I'm gonna use it in a couple weeks, okay? I'm gonna use that.
No,
I'm gonna be crying laughing.
But I love that. So of course, there's always like a middle ground and like balance. So like, I love that they were like, you know what? I just like to picture the origins of things. Like, I picture these niggas really sitting around.
No, they were walking through the parlor already. Like, they were walking through wherever the H&M was.
Hell, you're right. And they was like, you know what? Fuck it. We went to 3 stores already, didn't find anything that we liked. I haven't bought anything. I can make a clean getaway. I don't have nothing in my hands. Like, they was just like, fuck it. Let's just go fuck up the H&M. And they did that.
No, they planned that.
You think so?
Because they had signs.
Oh, there were. It was a protest.
Also, the protest went crazy.
That ruins my theory.
They really planned that out. Like, no, we about to go to H&M and wreck shops.
Yeah, you know. I mean, there was but I don't know. It looked scattered. Like, it looked like there was a group of people who came to fuck shit up.
You know what always happens is like the good peaceful group, and then they're like, all right, you know, they're having a protest.
There was another picture that I saw where the people just like, you know, with their signs, but the other people had on like different types of clothes and stuff, and they came in there to fuck things up, like.
Ninja style.
So, I don't know. Let's not do that. Like, let's not make it happen. I mean, at least not in America. I don't know nothing about how they handle things in South Africa, but you'll go to fucking jail out here.
With the quickness.
It lasted too long.
Yeah.
No, they trashed the entire store.
That was what was crazy.
The entire store.
That's what was crazy to me. Was like that it lasted so long. Like, you know, you get a minute on Instagram, so it's just like, so no one came.
No, exactly. My bitch ass would have been like, I'm gonna knock down this one mannequin in the
And I'm
front,
going,
so I can get right out the door.
Right now.
If all my friends was like, let's do that, I'll be like, got it. I'll be in
I'm
the car.
there.
Why y'all do that?
No, so,
But
but
I'm
I
always
gotta go to
getaway
camera.
driver. Always. I'm not doing no crimes.
what did y'all actually think about the sweatshirt, the hoodie?
I am just I'm at a point where I feel like this is all very deliberate.
Very
No, but at this point, you did not know that wasn't okay.
Yeah.
So listen, even like we were just talking, Brandon, and like when we putting your company together,
Yeah.
I know the things I think about, like every,
Yeah.
like, listen, I'm a fitness person, and I think it's like over the top sometimes when I have butt pictures on Instagram. So I thought about it, like I literally went over it and was like, you know what? This one is acceptable.
Right.
So you guys are H&M. You have a team
And that's
of
you on your
people.
own.
You
That's
have a
not right.
creative director.
Right.
You have a stylist. Like, first of all, whoever the stylist said, yeah, grab him and put him in the shirt. Bitch, you need your ass whooped. The executive that's on set that day. You know, it's just so many people that could have been like, flag on the play. I don't think this is going to go over well.
Like, hey, just a sec, guys. I don't think that
Period.
we should be calling little black boys monkeys. Like,
yeah,
just
I think
a
we should
thought.
put the white kid in that one. I get that we have the shirt. We should put the white kid in that one.
Because if it was on the white kid, nobody would have thought anything of it, like at all. Because
y'all
like
saw it.
everybody calls little boys like, oh, like you know, like that's like that's
It's
just
called
a
a
thing.
jungle gym. Like we
Like,
get it,
little
but
boys
it's
are
like
fucking
you don't.
crazy.
And then did you see the one? It's a picture of the white kid kind
Yeah.
of looking at the black kid
Yeah.
with the shirt on,
It's
and so
that,
it's
it's
just
that
like
Survivor,
ew.
like Survivor of the Jungle or
Yeah.
something like that. It had nothing to do with animals. I could see if y'all just had an animal line,
Yeah.
and the white kids was like, you know, scariest tiger, something stupid, you know. But like,
Yeah, no.
you had
None of
one
the-
animal.
none of
You
the other
chose one
shirts were
animal.
That direct.
Yeah, you-
Like,
and
all
you
of
put the
other
black boy
ones
in
were
it.
just like little pictures of tigers.
Yeah,
or,
like-
everything else was real
Not with
simple.
it.
That
You
was
had
the
one
only
animal
one that was,
concept,
like,
chose a
direct.
monkey, and chose a black boy. So
Period.
you did it on purpose, and
Yeah.
I'm over the shit because
Excuse me, none of you guys deserve jobs if that was like the smart decision.
Like,
Like,
what?
Yeah, I had a conversation with some coworkers, and I had to just walk away because I was like,
ooh, I'm so
Don't
glad
you
I
be
don't
having
work
to
in
do that at
corporate.
work?
Ooh, I'm so glad I don't
voice
work in
is
corporate.
irritating
They
me.
will hate me.
but he was just like, we called each other, you know, we walking around wearing Timbs and we do this and this and this. Okay, first of all, what you do, and you don't apply it to everybody
Right.
else. Number one.
Who's
And-
we?
Right, exactly. Like you don't get to speak for me.
Right.
If I'm offended by it, I'm offended by it. You might not be because you don't interpret it the way I do.
Mhm.
But you don't get to speak for everybody, and that's just point blank. Period. Don't tell somebody that they're overreacting. You can never. My whole thing is you can never tell me how I feel.
Right.
Point blank. Period.
And that's-
if I feel that way, I
that's
feel
facts.
that way, and you don't have to feel that way. But I'm gonna keep feeling that way because it's my business, my choice, my life.
Right.
Period.
And
Yeah.
y'all talking about it, so I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, exactly.
People just crazy.
Speaking of monkeys in the jungle, Offset decided to. So here's the thing. So I'm probably gonna make a separate video
Great.
about
I'm in
just.
complete unagreement with that, the way you segued into that.
No, it's like
Not
it's
speaking
such a.
of-
I'm working on my segues.
Not
He's obviously an
speaking-
animal. I mean, I'm at a point in my, and I'm
obviously an animal?
yeah.
Why?
I'm just sick of people.
Why is he an animal?
Give me a second.
As in like mammal? Like
Nope.
the way all humans?
I'm just mean like dog, like
Yes.
cheater.
Thank you. That's where I was going with that. I'm just at a point in my life where I don't understand the concept of
Tough.
cheating.
The segue was.
No,
She's
I
sad about it.
just don't want to call him a monkey.
It's
Yeah, I was
okay.
gonna say I
We
don't
just
think it's
talked
like
about
it's
how
a
harsh that was
contradiction
from
to.
H&M. I didn't call him a
Yeah.
monkey. I said, speaking of monkeys in the jungle, Offset decided to get Cardi B's name tattooed on him. I'm just saying because he's an animal. That's all I was saying. Either way.
It's
That
just
wasn't-
like
that-
H&M.
yeah,
Give me
That's
two-
exactly what H&M would have said.
Okay, when that
Reworked for them.
If Lil Wayne said it, you guys will be okay.
when that is on zero and we're not through this topic, y'all just give me a second. Anyway, I'm going to talk separately, and I'm going to say this out loud so that I can hold myself accountable because I'll be bullshitting. I'm going to talk separately about my thoughts and feelings about the concept of, I just don't understand the concept of cheating at this point. I don't get it. I don't understand. I'm not understanding why you would go out of your way. Granted, we don't know the ins and outs of anybody's relationships. Cardi B could be crazy as fuck. She could have been in his ear every night like, bitch, if you don't marry me, I'm gonna fucking kill you. We don't know. But other than that scenario, my nigga, nobody put a gun up to your head and begged you to fucking engage, like propose to someone. Why propose? Why? For what? You spent $500,000 on a ring, put it on somebody's finger in front of every fucking body, the entire world, to turn around and cheat on, or apparently it happened in September.
I thought he cheated on
whatever.
her before he proposed.
Then why'd you propose?
Maybe they weren't
You weren't
past
done.
it.
You weren't done not being a single person. Like, just stay single.
No, I thought he cheated on her.
You're saying
They
it happened in
made up,
September.
and then he proposed to her after that.
I heard something different.
Oh.
I heard that he cheated on her in September and that it's just now getting out and that Cardi B
Right.
didn't know about it either.
Oh.
That she found out when we found out. That's how I heard.
Oh.
Either way, my question always and forever is, if you cheat on somebody in September, in October you're not ready to propose. just evaluate what's going on in your life and your mind. Like, why couldn't you sit
Maybe
there
it
and
was
be
the
like,
last hurrah. He was like, you know what? I think
you know,
he got it off.
that
and
has
was
to
like,
be
you know
it.
what? I think
He
this
was
is
like,
it. I think Cardi's it.
Cardi.
You know they say you know they
girl.
say you come to your purest thoughts or something right before they come or something.
after
so.
you come. That's
Right.
right.
So he was like,
That's
Cardi
why porn
B.
is so nasty after you finish.
Cardi.
I personally think that he cheated on her. I think Cardi did find out, and I think that him proposing to her, and then now that he has like her name tattooed on his neck.
That
I
was
think,
what I was
I
getting
think
at.
this is all
Apology.
to
Yeah, it's like
This
apology
is
to
all,
her.
Like, I think that she did know.
Hood
This
nigga
is
way.
all him, like, making up to her. Like, now he
I
proposed.
couldn't imagine
That's
being
fine.
famous. and
Now I
being
got your
embarrassed.
name tattooed.
And that's what
on
I
me.
said. Like, that's all.
It's like, is it harder?
Yeah.
I'm
Is it
just
like, do you
sick.
take him? Is it harder to take him back if it's because you're
It
famous?
honestly is, because Cardi feels so inclined to explain the fact that she's staying. Like, girl,
What did she say?
Did she
She-
explain a lot?
I
I think
haven't
she
heard her
explained
say
a lot.
nothing.
she keeps saying, like, yeah, I'm still putting the pussy on Offset. Yeah, I'ma still do this. Yeah, I'ma
She said like
she
a couple
feels
things, but it's
very
like over a
inclined.
span. I feel like maybe a
Yeah, I
little
haven't
span.
seen her, like-
I don't see her going crazy like as we know
I
Cardi could go
I
crazy.
think one time is too many. Like, you don't have to tell us why you staying with your nigga. You just don't.
This
But
is
I
facts.
but I do think that Cardi is very young. She's still very fresh. Like, her
Oh, yeah.
fame, she's been very like famous, but this amount of fame is like,
Yeah.
and it went from
Yeah.
this to this really, really quickly.
She's
So
still
I
doing
feel
it
like
for
she's still so what do you call it? She's still so
Like what, yeah,
wrapped
yeah.
in being Instagram famous, and that's what her whole Instagram fame was about, which is going on here and telling all her business, which is cool. That's fine.
She slip up
But
a
it's
couple times
like,
when I be happy about it.
I can understand just like
I be like, yes.
I
Yeah.
can understand just like the embarrassment and the hurt that you feel from not only being cheated on, but from the entire world knowing that you got cheated on. And I just feel like she needs to just like hone in on herself and just let her like just heal through that. Like, if you're gonna stay, that's fine. But like, you don't have to talk to us about why you're staying. Like, and I feel like she
You know
feels
what?
obligated to.
You know what? Just like daytime ages type of thing. I really think she just like, cause how old is she? Like 20, 24, 20?
I think she's like 24, if that.
I
Probably
feel like
25.
that age demographic go online and say their business. So it's just
Oh,
like
yeah.
she really just is in that age demographic, and she just happened to be famous Cardi B, and then she already is, like you said, like that's her platform. Like
Yeah.
she used to going on popping shit when she get into it with a girl, like when she get into it with somebody. So it's just like,
Yeah.
you know what?
Yeah.
She gonna let it ride sometimes. That's why I said
Yeah.
I like it. So look, I ain't mad at you. Let me
Yeah.
know. You happy,
So
girl?
let me know.
Look, you happy, girl? All right, we leave you. Listen, be happy,
But
girl.
more than anything, I wish her.
Cause she's
the
still
best.
winning,
I
okay?
haven't seen her say nothing about him cheating on her.
I've seen 3 separate things. And
Yeah,
I
think
thought
been a
one
couple
is too
things.
many.
Yeah, I think it's been a couple things,
Right.
but it's like, hey,
But I just like do what you want to do.
I'm
I just hope that
surprised
it's not
she's
coming
staying.
from a place of obligation. I'm hoping that she's not sitting here like, now everybody think I'm stupid, so let me tell them. Like, let me, you know what I'm saying? Like a defense mechanism. Like, I hope that it's
Yeah.
not that. I hope that she's really like, that's what I do. I go on here
No,
and I
I
talk to you all
definitely
about my
don't-
business.
yeah, I think she just like, I talk to you about my business because
Yeah,
I
I
think
hope
she
so.
really don't.
Give a fuck.
No,
I think
Yeah,
I
I still
think
put
it's
the pussy
also
on offset.
a thing of like, you know, like you said, she feels since she's so famous and she's
Yeah.
not, like her platform is Instagram fame, she feels like she has to like justify it. Like
Right.
like because everybody is regardless, people always gonna have something to
Yeah,
say.
and her comments is you need to turn them comments off too, sis.
Man, if I was
Turn the
famous,
comments off.
that's definitely like every picture you can't comment on, you can only like it.
Right.
That's
Not
just
every
what it is.
picture. It's certain
No.
things that I want to put up, like especially like all the stuff about her. Apparently she's tied with Beyonce as having 4 songs on the Billboard, you know, whatever, which is fantastic. But like, if I'm trying to bask in the glory of that, that's something that I would turn the comments off on. bitch, you're not finna be under here hating on me, and I'm so fucking proud of this. Like, they just told me that I'm tied with y'all sis queen Beyonce.
With y'all sis.
Like,
with y'all
you're not finna come in
Quit
here
playing
talking
with me.
about, oh, I don't deserve it, or I suck dick to get to the top. Like, you,
But
none of that is
so
happening.
what?
And if I did, honey, don't
But
be
it's like,
mad
I
at
hate
me. Be
when
mad that
people-
you don't know how to suck dick as well as me. That's what you be mad at.
I just hate when that's the first thing that people say though, because it's just like,
Okay.
we saw her evolution, we saw
We
this
watched
happen,
it.
and it's just like everyone.
And
chill
even
on
if
Cardi.
even if today she was like, you know what? Okay, here are the leaked tapes. I sucked every executive producer's dick to get where I am. Don't be mad that she did it. Be mad that you did not, and that you don't suck dick that well, because her tongue is very long. So
her tongue is
if she did do that, it's for good reason that she is where she is today. I'm not saying that that's true, but anyway.
I would definitely suck executive producer dick.
You said you would suck it?
I would suck executive producer dick.
It depends on the executive
That
producer.
goes like Harvey Weinstein. Type
No, okay. I was about to say, be clear.
Be
Be
careful what you ask for,
Be
sis.
clear.
But I would. I mean,
But I would.
what's
I
up-
mean, I
if it
wouldn't
was
suck
Cardi
dick.
B fame and I knew it was gonna be consistent.
See, I'm too prideful. But
Yeah, no.
I would suck a dick just because I like it. If I
That's what I'm saying, like, it's like, because I like it.
if we meet
But
at if
not
we meet
like
at the
for
bar
Cardi
and
B
you
fame
tell
or
me like,
nothing.
yo, I'm the owner of such and such records, I would be like, that's tight. And if so happened those things just mesh, like I like you, so I sucked your dick that night, and then you signed me, cool.
No.
That's even better. But
I'm
I
gonna let you
wouldn't.
sign me first, and then I'm gonna suck your dick, and then
As
I'm
a
gonna get
thank you.
Then I'm gonna get promoted after I suck your dick, and I'm
So now you're the owner.
yes,
Exactly. Now you
exactly.
know.
The moral of the story is, if you don't know how to do nothing else, sis, learn how to suck dick.
She definitely said that.
Anyway, so that's that. And okay, I'm working on my segues, y'all. So never mind, I fucked it up.
Yeah, but say we
Whatever.
What
We
you
in the
gonna
petty
say?
parlor now.
You was gonna say something about sucking dick.
How do you say wait?
Talk about it. And if you petty at sucking dick, you belong in the petty parlor. You ready to right now? In the
That was
petty.
better than the other
That was definitely better.
one. That was way better.
Whatever. So, in the petty parlor, even though I know that this has been over talked, so we're going to spend a little bit of time on this. Genuine. Can we talk about the actual issue at hand when it comes to Genuine, which is his hair? What's happening?
What?
What's his?
Is
Is it
Can we
airbrush?
talk about the actual?
Is it airbrush?
Is it a Beijing type of thing? What is it
It
called?
looks like a
Beijing.
sprite.
What is it called?
Yeah, Beijing. That's what it's called.
Beijing. That's the spray.
Listen,
That's what it looks like, and it's.
niggas love
It
Beijing.
bothers
Okay,
me.
40 plus niggas love Beijing.
I see some young niggas do it too all the time. When
So
I worked at the airport,
Right, get your life.
me and
On
my
their beard
coworkers-
too?
Yeah, they do beard
That's
too.
disgusting.
Like,
I wish could you
No, so now
imagine?
they
beard gang.
the face was like this, like on the man, but all of this
Point
was
that
like
at the camera.
Beijing.
Do-
It was like this was the face, and the rest of it was like all shaved in.
Ew.
Yeah,
No,
brush
okay,
in.
so how secure is that though? Like, can I be making out with you and rubbing your face and it not get on my hands?
Yeah, I think it's just like why you just wash it off. It has to be washed.
I'm sick of
So
this
you
shit.
can't take a shower with your
Man,
nigga.
I'm sick of this.
You can't take a shower. He running black all down. You be like, what's this, baby?
Could you imagine he got you bent over your hair all in the shower? Like, damn, can we move? And he like, no, I can't get in there. I can't get in there. You bend over. Anyway, that's not even what we're talking about. Genuine was in, I guess the news. Everything is the news now, right?
I guess the news.
He's on a show. It's called Big Brother UK.
Yeah.
And there's a trans woman also on the show, and she was talking some serious shit about just her experience and her journey. And she was trying to make a point by saying, sorry, I'm skipping around. She was telling a story of her journey as a trans woman and how difficult it is to find men that would be attracted to her knowing that she's trans.
It is. I'm not gay, but I've tried to date, and everything that comes back, you know, guys have chatted me up not knowing my past, but then as soon as they find out, whoa, I'm a woman, right?
Okay.
Forget about any T's or anything in front of it. I'm just a woman, okay? So on that score, you would date me, wouldn't you?
Not if you told me you was trans.
No, I'm not telling you I'm trans. I'm a woman.
A
So
woman,
you would,
yeah, a woman.
You would date me then.
Woman, yeah.
Go on,
Hey,
let's have a
baby.
kiss.
No.
You see?
It's not difficult to find men who are just simply attracted to her, but of course, if she wants to be honest and say that I'm trans, then all bets are off, and that's difficult for her. Understandably so. So then, in the midst of her telling that story, she decides, like, to prove a point, let me ask Genuine. Genuine, would you date me? And he said, not knowing that you're trans. That was his honest truth. And after he said, no, I wouldn't, knowing that you're trans, she commits to say, let's have a kiss then, and tried to kiss him. And when he dodged the kiss, she got pissed off and left. Here's the thing.
I didn't want to kiss you.
I didn't want to kiss you. I said no the first time.
I said no.
Like, I could see, I can't even see this. Like, you don't just go around kissing people. You don't just go, like, why would I do that?
That's why everybody in trouble now.
Like,
pulling their dick out, kissing.
Pulling your dick out.
No means no.
When they don't want to.
Right, like, and I think that she was upset just like on an emotional level from what she was trying to convey. Like, what she was trying to say is, this is what I mean, like, it's difficult for me. But, like, regardless, sis, you don't just start kissing somebody.
Yeah.
And he said no the first time. I can see if Genuine was like, yeah, I would totally date you. And then she tried to kiss him. And then she was like, oh, you just said that you would fuck with me. But even then, that don't make it okay.
Either way, I'm not obligated to kiss anybody.
You don't just put your fucking mouth on me.
It doesn't matter what I say, how I feel. I could see somebody fine walking down the street and be like, ooh, like, he looks so good. And then if he stopped and tried to kiss me, I could still be like, whoa.
Don't
wait a minute.
I would probably kiss him.
You're a stranger. I'm just saying.
I'm saying no, yeah. No, exactly. But you still have every right, because I did not say or do anything that made you feel like it was okay for me to kiss me. Like, you even asked a question before, and I said no.
Yeah, that's
like, so all the people who are saying that Genuine. Genuine, they're saying that Genuine is transphobic. That does not make it
Everything is fucking phobic.
If Genuine was transphobic, like, first of all, the word has phobia in it. Do you think that he would be sitting directly next to a trans person if he was genuinely... if Genuine was genuinely transphobic, like, why would he be sitting there? Like, he wouldn't even be sitting there playing games with y'all. Like,
for real. Like,
no, his demeanor would have been something totally different. Even if he was just doing it for the money, his demeanor would have been totally different. He was completely respectful. He didn't do anything wrong.
He didn't call her out her name.
He didn't say, no, you're a nigga. He didn't like, he could have. Which is what a lot of real actual transphobic
is
people
the reason why a lot of, like, straight men
are
people don't like being around, like, transgender people or what's the word?
Flamboyantly gay people?
Yeah.
I was
like
gonna
that,
say gay people.
Yeah.
Because don't overstep your boundaries.
But yeah, that's like a good example of why some men act like it's so like, oh no, I can't be around him.
It's like, don't
It's
force yourself
that one
Don't force
person.
yourself on me. Like,
For real.
be you, sis.
It's that
That's
one person that
cool.
has straight guys feeling like, I don't want to be around gays because they're going to be trying to press up on you. And you always looking at them like, nigga, ain't nobody
They
fucking
don't want
thinking about
you.
you.
They don't even want you.
But they may have had a transition.
like, exactly.
Woman of celebrity Big Brother that's going around kissing motherfuckers.
Celebrity
trying
Big
to,
Brother.
But what's really crazy to me is you can't have an opinion without being phobic.
Anti-something.
Like, you could be like,
Everyone's so sensitive.
I love dogs, but I don't like cats.
You're
hate cats. Feline-ophobic.
Yes, I'm feline-ophobic, okay? They're sneaky.
But, like,
Yeah,
you can't do anything, though, without... You have to, you always have a disclaimer, like, no offense to the people who are... But why can't you just express yourself?
That's why I think that everything would be better if people just minded their business. Like, in a grand scheme, and I've tested this theory out time and time again mentally. Everything would be okay if you just minded your fucking business.
Because listen, people are always upset about what another person got going on. Oh,
or
you hate this?
Like,
it's
if I'm
like, well, they hate that. Let them hate it. It's not my business.
Like, if I walk into a room right now and it's two men sitting there talking about how much they hate black women, I could either beat their ass, or I could just be like, this is not a space where I'm welcome, so I'm going to go over here.
I would probably be like, what the fuck you mean you don't like black women? You said they black men?
Either or.
Either or. Like, what's your black ass mama? What you mean you don't like black women? I would do that.
Yeah, no, but to carry that... True. But to carry that with me, though, for me to, like, be in that room, like, sit there where I know I'm not welcome, being mad, that's not me minding my corner. Like, look, I can't sit down.
They're really getting me wrong right now.
I'm just saying, like, in a general sense, like, being exposed to people's dislikes, when you have any of those traits, all you gotta do is remove yourself, sis. You don't, like, if you feel like you are tired of people rejecting you, or you're tired of feeling like you just can't be accepted, find some place where you're accepted. Stop trying to push yourself in spaces where you don't belong.
Period.
Because God will tell you where you don't belong. If you walk into a room and you feel uneasy, or you feel uncomfortable, or you flat out hear somebody saying out loud something that you don't like, you don't need to be there. You just don't
But
have to.
unfortunately, though, sometimes the places that you feel uncomfortable, though, aren't necessarily places that you just shouldn't be. That could be anywhere.
Well, no,
That
then
could
you
be
let
the
your light shine
workplace.
bright and just do you.
Yeah, I'm about to say that
That's
too.
like,
You
because
gotta
that's what
trust
it
me.
is. Like, not that, like, I mean, I feel like people like me in most cases, but I've come across people that don't like me, and like, I come off a little bit
And it's
a
because they don't
lot.
like themselves.
It's like I come off a little bit a lot, and it's just like, but then by the end of the day, you totally love me because it's
Right. I just mean you can't always be like, oh, well, I'm gonna remove myself from
I think
the
you
situation. Like sometimes, I just mean like.
Like if I went to
you-
my job right now, like I've been working at the same job for almost 7 years, and if I walked in there tomorrow and all of a sudden there's 3 new people in there that's really fucking wrecking shop and like making me feel like I don't belong here, that's a sign that I need to go ahead and make some adjustments. Either A, I need to work on my I could do that. I need to work on my perception so that things like that don't bother me, so that I can exist in a space where people don't like me or people don't like what I do or say, or I can get the fuck up out of there.
Because the one thing I do hate is somebody that complain about stuff that they can change.
But you gonna sit there. Like if you
my
like people-
job just da da
Then
da.
don't.
And
Well,
it's
I
just
hate
like, well,
people
listen,
complain
you
on
need
their
to go
job.
get you a new job.
Yeah.
Don't
And
go.
then you got, and listen, and then if you're gonna go get you a new job, know that it's gonna be like a 4-week process, and then you just gotta deal with these people. Don't complain.
It's
to me every
easier
day
to
about
just
the
change
same
your
thing.
perception. In most situations, it's easier for you to just come inside of yourself and say, okay, look, let me,
Come inside.
yeah.
That's right. We both were on the same page there. Speak pause. Silent pause.
Speaking of which, I want to talk about this on another episode, but
What, girl?
I want to talk to you guys about Come One Day. Because
Coming on next?
About Come One Day.
Oh. I thought you said coming on next.
No, I want to talk to you guys about my journey with Come. I'm feeling differently about it. We'll talk about it later. Anyway,
I want to talk about this off. I just want to know what you had to say, but we won't do this.
no,
I just want to know later.
we're running out of time. Okay, Genuine, you didn't do anything wrong in our eyes. You were very respectful. There's a way to do things, and I think that he did it right. Like, there are other dudes out here that would have beat your ass. They just would have clean snuffed your ass, and that would have been the end of that. Then it would have been clear, obviously, an
But
aggressor,
just thinking
violence.
that was okay.
Yeah, like that. Just yeah. And then he would have been
Sexually
sitting here.
harassing.
Then he would have really had to defend whether or not he
sexual
was
harassment.
Sexual harassment.
It's sexual harassment.
You asked
But
me,
then
I
wouldn't
said
that
I
have,
wouldn't
if
want
he
this.
would have hit her, wouldn't that have been considered a hate crime?
Yes. That's what I'm
You
saying.
sexually
it would have been a much
harassed me
bigger
first.
issue. It would have been a much
See,
bigger
that's
issue.
so sad.
It is sad. That's how people get caught up.
Especially
Especially Indian black men
He
too.
had
So
been sexually
Right.
harassed.
Yeah.
No, exactly.
they would not
That's the
have.
only reason it would have turned into a
It would have just been a big ass mess. Genuine did the right thing.
It'd have passed.
Yeah.
What if he had been like, nigga?
Get your
I would love to see that video.
Sorry. We have a
That's not
scenario this week.
I said that's not funny.
If you guys follow us on Instagram, I started a thing called This Week in Wild Ass Scenarios. Maybe this will make it this week. Let's see what we got.
Okay, so basically, like, I was talking to my fucking cousin or whatever, right?
Hey, cousin.
Hey cousin, say your back cousin. I said, hey, shout out to my best friend.
Oh,
But I'm gonna read y'all the text messages. So she's online dating, like so many of us have to do in this generation. And she's been talking to this guy. He doesn't live here. He lives out of state. I was supposed to say out of the country, but he lives out of state. And they've been like just texting or whatever. And she's always asking him to FaceTime. This is just a little bit of backstory. They've never FaceTime, nothing. I told her he probably got one leg or one eye, and he don't want to talk to her because he's scared that she's gonna judge
how long
him.
she been talking to him?
Maybe like 2.5, 3 months.
Oh, that's far too long.
Yeah.
No FaceTime and they never seen each other, period.
Just pictures. And then he sent her a picture, and it was like, you know how like on iPhones it tells you like when you took the picture, the location and stuff. She asked him for a picture of the picture. I'm sorry, girl. It was from 2013.
So he just scrolled up his shit.
Yeah, but
I've done it.
she's always like, she's always interested. Like, let's FaceTime, let's do this, let's do this.
Skinny in 2013.
Yeah, I might send you an old pic for real.
But she, but I mean, you still look the same.
Right.
For the, like, you know what?
Like
I'm
I'm obviously this person.
Yeah, you're still you're
still
still yourself.
Right.
That's just a little backstory, but here's the scenario. So I feel like when she talks to him, he's always really like snippy and snappy. She asked him like one time when they were getting to know each other. She asked like, you have a relationship with your mom? He was like, I don't take people asking questions about my mom too lightly and stuff like that. And I'm like, you're getting to know him or whatever. Just stupid shit. You know niggas be dumb anyway. But anyway, so here's the scenario. One night they were texting, or one day he texted her and was like, what up? What did you doing, big head? She was like, I'm asleep, my head out big. He said, you right, your head isn't big, it's just abnormal. She said, your mama head is abnormal. But then she said like emojis like just kidding. Just kidding. And then he said, see, that'll get you hurt talking like that. She said, I'm gonna go and I ain't scared of getting hurt.
Chicago.
You
know you said Chicago girl.
That was on a Friday. She didn't talk to him again until like I think it was a Tuesday.
So that next
and
Tuesday.
he texted her and was like, hey, with some waving hands or whatever. She said, oh, I thought I was blocked. He said, nah, I just wanted to chill after that joke you made. And she was like, what joke? He said, the mom joke.
He is sensitive about it.
No, that's a real thing. It's real.
And then she said, I didn't realize that offended you. I'm really sorry. I thought we were just joking around.
Okay,
Are you good now? And she was like, I ain't gonna make no more mama jokes. He said, I don't know. I'll think about it. Bitch, first of all, what the fuck is you texting me for anyway if you're not over this shit? Second of all, why you so fucking sensitive?
Because listen.
Third of all, your mama hair must be abnormal for you to get so fucking defensive. Your mama got a cone head. Like, what's the problem?
No, the Coneheads TV show used to freak me out.
Literally, no,
That
seriously.
show really
So
scared
I watched
me.
it in like recent years too, and it's definitely
It's still scary?
I
Yeah,
can't
it's
watch
still
it.
scary.
That is very weird
It's
and
still the
unnatural. I can't. No, I don't.
Look,
I don't like it.
The real issue at hand here, ladies. Mommy issues are a real thing. Like, first of all, there are lots of issues here. Let's see the face. Like, let's get some actual FaceTime.
I'm
saying
saying to show you.
for her. I'm saying my advice to her. Let's actually get some FaceTime
Yeah.
going on.
It's like, who are
She's
you?
asked him. He always avoids the
No,
question.
shit dead, boy. You would not have
Yeah,
lasted 3 months.
No, for
I'm
real.
gonna write it in Even Max.
The
and be
dun
like,
dun.
Even Max. I have a cousin. We're so close, but her
Even
dude-
Max.
I always wonder how now that Catfish is an actual TV show,
Same.
how people
Same.
are still
How are
They
y'all
wanna
still
get
in this
famous.
situation?
But now I see though. No, like people just genuinely just want connection.
No.
And they just
Gee.
let it go.
So the real issue is that you have not seen this man in living color. That's number one. Number two, Shorty has mommy issues. Wherever from which they stem words from wherever they stem, you need to worry about that. Like, because the mommy issues are not fun. I've definitely dealt with mommy issues. They're not fun.
No,
Like
absolutely
niggas
not.
who have like issues around their mom, whether their mom passed away and they just didn't get a chance to like get closure, like, or they do have a mom but their mama not shit, or they don't respect their mother. Like, that's a real issue as a woman to deal with a man on that level. So you definitely need to hone in on that before you try to get close to him. And also, number one, let's get the FaceTime going. Don't get invested.
And he has an iPhone, so it's not like you don't have an iPhone.
So what's
You
that?
have
Oh,
an
it's
iPhone.
blue bubbles too?
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah,
no,
What is he
that-
saying? What is he saying?
He
What
just-
you saying?
He
Avoid
said
the
nothing.
question.
He's
He
not even
avoids
saying nothing
it.
here though.
Yeah, stop. Block him. Block him.
I was just gonna say,
Word of cuz, block that nigga.
Listen, hey cuz. Listen,
That you
cuz.
what?
Look at my
Listen,
listen.
cuz.
I don't think that he has mommy issues. I
You're right.
personally think that he's going out of his way to avoid like speaking
Connecting,
to her. So I feel like
period.
he's using anything as an excuse to fake like attitudes or to fake problems.
That's what I'm saying, connecting,
so that he
period,
can avoid
because
her
I just
or
said
like
that.
put space.
And she's a
between
nigga
them.
of the
Exactly.
group.
Oh,
She
I was
knows.
mad. or
She's the
something
nigga
like,
of the group. So
I'm
she
like,
knows
you
what
know
I'm
damn
saying.
well that girl was playing. There wasn't nothing wrong with you.
Yeah.
And then when he texted her and said, "Hey,"
You
the
know
only
everything
reason
is
he acted
fine.
mad again is because she genuinely apologized to him. So it gave
She
him
just did
leeway
everything. I don't even
to
understand
be
nothing.
like,
Yeah.
"Oh well, I'll see." Because if she had just been like, "Oh whatever,"
Hey,
he would have
what
just
up?
talked like regular because
Yeah.
you started.
I would hit you with the hey stranger.
Like
Right.
he just
Look at
he's
him
just
up.
looking for reasons to start arguments. We can keep a little bit of distance.
Because then
between
it's like,
them.
what's the point? Cuz
Black ass line is block him, girl. Block
It's
him.
no,
Yeah.
it's nothing
I told
happening
you,
here.
girl, block his ass.
block him. I mean, because here's the
He gonna
thing,
purple
like
me.
if you want to have some fun on online dating, I dibble and dabble. I haven't done it since.
I always like people online.
It's been like a year. Like
Online dating?
since I consistently did it.
Oh yeah,
Have
so
you
say
online
that
dated?
you just-
But when I just re-downloaded
dating?
it like
Oh,
November. Was that November? When was that? When I was like, I'm about to get back
when
on.
that nigga was in jailhouse.
I don't have my old phone. Do you still have that picture?
I might have it.
We don't have to
me
post
check our
it.
catalog.
Y'all, I got on Soul Swipe for the first time in over a year.
Swipe.
And motherfucking somebody's granddaddy needed to get the fuck out of life. Like the picture that he put up, oh my god, y'all would not believe. But anyway, and it was that day. I got on for like 2 days, and I said that to Aja. I said, "See, I'm not finna fucking do this," and I got right back off.
So one of my
I
clients,
can't do it.
she
I
is
can't.
like queen online dater, but she finds she has like the most amazing online dating stories.
So many people have such good times.
But have you guys ever seen that movie, He's Not That Into You?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's like that exception rule thing that they were
Yes.
talking about. It's like you always have a friend that had a great story. It
Yeah.
doesn't work for everyone.
No, exactly.
I'm really not for
I'm
the
not gonna
online
lie.
dating. You
I've
gotta
only
meet
been
me,
on
bro.
one date with a
Like-
person I met online. I only been on one date and it didn't like work out. So
Yeah.
I actually have really
Did you guys
good
have sex?
online dating experiences.
I'm just curious because I feel like people just be having sex when
It
they
be,
have.
also, here's the thing. So I definitely had sex with someone that I met on.
That's exactly how I feel. Like they just be
Like,
having sex.
because here's the thing though, it didn't work out because of online dating. I am not attracted to frat boys. I'm really sorry. Can't do it.
Yeah.
Can't really do it. They usually have like this very like religious undertone that I can't get with. 'Cause
Religious, like God.
Yeah, like they're like very strict with their religion. It's something about that, especially.
I don't think I.
Bruh. Yeah, I
I really like that.
And it's crazy because they be
It
the
was more so,
wildest
like, the
ones. Like they be
entitled,
wild as hell. They get
yeah.
drunk as fuck. They be lit as
That.
hell. But then like if you start
Righteousness,
opening,
more
yeah,
so.
definitely.
Not
so
religious,
okay.
but righteousness
Okay.
about.
Maybe that's
frats.
what it is.
Yeah, that's
Because
what it is.
they'll try to like preach to you a little bit.
Yeah,
and so, they
but
be
it's
so
the
in tune with
righteousness.
it.
It
But it's like
definitely is.
also like
They be
you
so
was
deep
just
they
drowning.
drowning?
Yeah, it's like, but no.
So deep
Like-
they drowning?
Huh?
So deep they drowning?
Period. Like it's like you woke, you sleep.
No,
Continue.
no.
You woke, you napping.
You so woke, you sleep.
Yeah, you woke, you
No,
napping. It's
it
like-
be they be the hoteps. They be the ones that I be like, look, okay, look, because I had first of all, I should have kicked him out when he asked about my crystals because I have crystals in my bedroom and like with my whole little like candle set up in my incense, and he asked me about 2 of my crystals and not the other ones, but was judging the fuck out of 2 of them specifically, and I was just like, I don't know.
What was he asking you about?
He was like, no, he asked me what they were. He said, what is this one and what is that? He asked me about the ones that were furthest away. Because the one of them is a red jasper, and that is good for fertility. And I like to keep that far away from me. Because
How do you have it?
it was a gift.
Oh,
And you
What's up?
should
Why do
still
you
keep
have
a
it?
red
Yes.
root chakra with you, you know.
Exactly.
You gotta know
And
your
like
chakras, get
when
your life
people
together,
like when
okay?
people choose crystals for you, like that's the deep thing. That's why you're not supposed to like give like let somebody borrow your crystal. Like you know what I'm saying? I still keep them in the vicinity, but I don't fuck with that one because I don't need you making me fertile. So it's just over there. And so that started up a conversation about how I didn't want kids, and then he literally asked me like, what do you think you're on earth for? I said,
Oh yeah, no.
all the things. So he was one of those. But then you know,
He
the
watching this right
the
now.
whiskey was on his side that night because I kept drinking, and we had sex. We had sex.
He said, I'm going to show you what I'm on earth for.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
No,
what you did.
I definitely proved a point, and then I let him leave.
You let him leave.
Yeah. I was just like, "Go ahead."
I released him into the wild.
I released him. No, he was just a strange person though, and that was another time that I learned that because I like to call myself a hoe, but only because of my sexual fluidity and my openness. Like I don't have like a set. This is how sex happens with me. Like it varies. Like I like chemistry. I like to like people.
See, I'm a sexual chemistry person.
Yeah.
I will definitely not.
But
call
sexual
myself a hoe.
chemistry and sexual compatibility are two different things.
I would definitely would not.
I like to call myself a hoe as a joke.
Because it's like I'm almost like borderline bougie, as bougie
Oh,
with
yeah.
my selection as I am with like
Everything else.
everything else.
Everything
Like,
else.
I hate a bitch that's bougie and then sleep with anybody.
Oh yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
you're bougie in all the wrong places. You
Yeah.
care about your bag,
All
but you
the
don't care
wrong
about what's
places.
going inside of you. Like I don't even get
Yes.
it.
sexual
It's like a
chemistry and
bougie
sexual
bitch that you make down
compatibility
the
are very,
town.
very important to me. But like one of the things that I noticed about myself for the first time, because I've always been as sexually open as I am, like always. Since I lost my virginity, it was just like, okay, I really enjoy sex. This is how we're doing it. Like this is how I get it.
Your very first time?
Absolutely.
Really?
I told you this story. I tried to
Me
lose
too.
my virginity for like 2 years and it wasn't working out. And then when I finally did, in Courtney Agee's basement, sorry Teresa and James, I had sex in reverse cowgirl in front of mirrors and it worked out swimmingly. It was fantastic. That's how.
First time.
Yeah, I mean, but I had been trying for so long.
But how do you try for so long and not have sex?
Because the dick wouldn't go in there. It wouldn't go in there at all. And my
He
boyfriend
was too big?
Sure. I don't know. My high school boyfriend, it just wasn't. No, his dick was huge. I'm not gonna lie. He fucked my English teacher with it. She bought him a bunch of TVs.
Guys, all right.
I know.
Come on.
You know my English teacher too. Oh my god! Because we went. Oh no! Yeah. Hey girl. So anyway, so I've always been this sexually open, but it was that night that I had sex with that frat boy that I realized my limit, because I always felt like I didn't have any limits. Like it's just like it's whatever always. But I realized it's really important for me to genuinely like the person. Like I thought that like I could be like, oh, he's cute. You know, I always thought that I could do that, but I never tried it. And that day I did that, I was just like, like. I knew it because I am in like all bets are off type of sexual person. If I'm willing to have sex with you, I'm not like one of those girls that's like, oh, we can fuck, but I won't suck his dick, or I won't let, or I won't get all the way naked. Like I don't get all the way naked because it's too intimate. I'm not like that. If I'm willing to fuck, it's you getting the whole shebang.
Let's have some fun.
And I'm definitely a kitten. I'm a kitten, and I like to make men feel like men. I like to really empower. I like to
advertisement.
I really like to empower the man that I'm having sex with. Like I really like to empower him. And he asked me.
Her lip triple if y'all couldn't see it close up.
We're having sex, and I think I said something along the lines of like, I'm coming, blah, blah, blah. And then he was just like, I am too. And then he goes, where do you want me to come? And everything stopped for me. Usually I would be like, oh, daddy, wherever. You know, like, but everything stopped. I literally stopped what I was doing. Like, I stopped grinding my hips against him and everything. It was like, please in the condom? Like, I don't, like, in that moment I realized, like, wow.
Did you say it like in a
yes,
sexual way?
everything sexual. No, everything sexual went out the window. I literally was like, please in the condom, like nowhere else. And that's when I realized, like, damn, we really don't know this nigga. Like, I got me and my pussy. Me and my pussy. Like that's when I got very uncomfortable. I got very uncomfortable. I was just like, well, I don't know.
She is weird.
So yeah, that was the last time that I played those games, and now I know my limits. Thank you so much. And now I know my limits. I don't know how we got on that.
That's so funny.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're wrapping that up. I'm sorry.
Oh my God,
Producer is telling us to stop playing games. So
Like,
also that was that. So that's the scenario. Cousin sis, fucking block him.
yeah, it was a waste of time. cousin.
We do have a word from our wordy this week, and let me start off. I emailed you last night. Her name is Lolo. I emailed you last night.
Lolo.
Hey Lolo. Yes, no, like you guys, it made me so fucking excited because one of the things that I'm very like, I don't know, this is my baby. Like, Yay Mash and The Way We Words the podcast is my baby, and so like when people show even the slightest bit of like interest, I'm just like, oh my god, like especially when it's real people. I actually texted y'all last night, like, do y'all know her? Because I'm like, you know,
No,
first of all, I like the support of our friends in our community, and I love that y'all like are engaged. But it's such an amazing thing for somebody to just fall out of the blue and be like, hey, came across your podcast, really, blah blah blah. So that was just a moment for me.
Hey, Lolo, girl.
Literally saw this email. She fucking emailed us in December, and I am such trash. But I emailed her back last night and was just like, let me start off by saying I'm so sorry for the delay. But she asked us a legitimate question. She says, hi, I'm Lolo. I love A Way with Words, the podcast. I think it's one of the most versatile podcasts to date. A Way with Words has so much great content and creative conversation, and I am such a big fan. I'm 18 years old, planning to enter into radio, photography, creative writing career field. Young, yet very ambitious and open-minded. I wanted to know if you could give me any tips or suggestions of how I can go about becoming successful and having longevity in the industry. And first of all, thank you. Like,
Come work
this yesterday, and one of the things that I could think of, first of all, the fact that you even look at us as a platform that you can ask a question like that to is beyond me, and it's amazing. I'm so thankful for it.
No, you guys are doing a great job.
But thank you so much. But one of the things that I said in the email is something that I genuinely believe and something that I'm learning, and one of them is to remain open always and to always be willing to learn. Everything that you expose yourself to is an opportunity to create more knowledge. Everything. Write everything down. Anytime you have a thought, please understand that every thought that you have is valid and valuable and can be creative fuel. Write it all down. Get it all together. Be willing to learn. When people ask you to do something, do it. If somebody is like, yo, it's this little show, like, if you want to come, go. Go to everything, do everything, get your name out there, be open, be willing to learn.
I met the most, like influential people, like, that's moved me around in the places that I wouldn't have went otherwise. Like, oh, I didn't even think I would go here, but because I went, I met so and so, and now I'm, you know, can AD this video. I can, you know, produce on this. I can act in this. So it's just like you really do have to be open and be and talk to people. Don't go in a room and just stand there. Go in a room and be present. Be live. Like I always tell people, like if you leave a room and you didn't change someone's perspective or, you know, influence someone's thought process, you're not living. You gotta really influence and touch people and not just be there to be there.
Yes, girl.
I would definitely say, to a little bit to piggyback off what Jackie said, network when you're, you know, meeting new people, and use your resources. Like, we know so many people who, you know, have expressed interest in being on the podcast, and I'm all about what Issa Rae said, don't level up, level across.
Period.
Like,
That's
I'm on to put my people on. If anybody on Facebook, who can do makeup? So and so. Who can do it? So and so. Who can so and so? I'm all about putting money back into my pot. Like my people gonna be on because I'm on, and that's just period.
Exactly. Yes. So yes, Lolo, first of all, thank you so much for asking. I don't know. I was looking at the email last night, like, wow, like an 18-year-old from somewhere is like, this is a question worthy of the trash ass cast of a Words of podcast. So thank you so much.
But it's not trash.
No, I was just gonna say, it's the good trash. It's the good trash.
Hold on, I'm gonna.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
No. I talk to the universe. I talk to the universe extensively about words that I don't mean, because the universe is always listening to you.
Yeah.
So when you describe yourself in a certain way, you gotta understand. Like, even if your intention isn't that, you gotta make yourself clear. I've talked to the universe plenty of times of what I mean by trash. It's good trash.
Yeah, its intention is everything. Like intention is like you could say something and it's like your intent behind it is what matters. So but. I think you guys, I've watched you guys' podcast and I've watched it, like, it literally is like ridiculousness, greatness, spirituality, positivity, like all mixed in one. So, you know, and you get a little pop, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So, but it's about that balance. It's the same thing that I talked about earlier. Like, I am a hypocrite, if you want to say, but it's like, really, I'm just living my life, and you're going to see all facets. People that try to be perfect are literally hiding something from you. Yes. And I remember when I used to walk into buildings like, hi, my name is Jackie and I do radio and I am da-da-da-da-da. But when I relaxed and it was just like, I'm Jackie B, what's up? Like, this is what you getting? They respond to me so much better. And they're like, yeah, because that's a real person. That's a soul. Yes. Like, you don't never want to be out here just a robot. And it's so many people out here moving like robots. So it's like, as long as you stay authentic to you and stay genuine to like whatever your message is, you win every time. Every time.
Gems dropped always. Bringing us to our praises due. My praises due this week goes to Don Lemon, who is a news anchor at CNN. And one thing that I really appreciate about black people is that no matter what space they're in, I'm talking about real black people, not Omarosas. No matter what space they're in, they're black first. Yeah. And we know how to be black and eloquent. We know how to be black and real. We know how to be black and knowledgeable. And Don Lemon is not for the shit.
You called on me, so let me finish. Truer words, minus
you know what, John Fredericks?
You know what, John Fredericks?
John, until that last comment, I'm going to cut you off. Can we please cut him off? Can we take him off the screen? Can we get rid of John Fredericks? Thank you. First of all, I was going to let him speak until you doubly insulted me. I don't even need to respond to the lazy comment. I laid it all out in the thing. We can have this conversation, and we don't need someone who's going to make excuses for racism. So, Charles, go on. What do you think of this?
You're not going to cut him off when he's talking. You're not going to try to tell him that talking about racism in a certain way is lazy. You're not going to sit here and try to convince him that our president, y'all's president, is not racist. He's not for the shit. So I just appreciate a black man in the position that he's in on CNN being very real and very just on top of it. Like, let's talk about the facts. He's racist because of this, not because I feel it, not because I'm in my feelings about the things that he says, but he's racist because of this fact, this fact, that fact, and that fact. And I appreciate black people like Don Lemon who are in the position that they're in and telling the truth, telling our truth and telling the truth that needs to be heard by all people. So my praises due goes to him. And you have a praises due.
My praises due if, I don't know if you guys have been paying me any attention.
Me?
Excuse me. Huh?
Oh.
What's crazy? No. If you guys as in the audience have been paying me any attention, then you know that Brandy is one of my favorite people ever. Yeah. And my praises due goes to her because she blocked Kevin McCall on all social media sites. He posted a screenshot that said that Forever Brandy had blocked him. I think it's on Instagram. And then like he wrote a message to her saying like Twitter. I think it's on Twitter.
Yeah, it was Twitter.
And he wrote a message to her saying like, I'm so sorry, Queen, for whatever I did to upset you.
He's a
like,
clown.
please
Probably
forgive me.
because it's very detrimental
I
on
don't
social
know
media.
if their issue is like a completely separate personal issue and they really had a falling out about something separate.
Right.
But he's been acting a fool on social media for like the past like couple of months, like just being real OC. So I appreciate anybody that would just block him right now.
Maybe because him and her and Chris are so close. Because Brandy and Chris are like pretty close. Huh?
Yeah. I love how she just says Chris.
Yeah.
I mean,
Chris.
whatever the reason may be, I'm here for it. And praises due to Brandy for not being with his bullshit. Praises due for her seeing all this nonsense he's been putting out here into the universe and being like, yeah, that's not really something I want in my life.
Yeah, because I can see her just seeing it on her timeline and being like, what?
Just
no.
Like,
that's what I be doing. Like, shut the fuck up.
But I do kind of feel like that they might have a personal issue because not like because I've actually seen anything to give merit to that, but because like when somebody blocks you, you don't get like a notification that they blocked you, right? So I'm like, how would he have even know to go look at her page to then see that he was blocked, unless he actually something had actually transpired for him to go look.
It does need to be lifted in prayer though, so he probably
but either way, he a fool,
page.
and Brandy not with the bullshit. So praises due to my girl.
Yes. Awesome. Anything else?
I actually just thought of a praises due when you said Don Lemon. I wanted to give a praises due to Anderson Cooper. Because he also he did a really good job in responding to what y'all's president said about the country of Haiti. Yeah. And I love Anderson Cooper. I think he's a class act. If he wanted to be with women, him and me would probably be together. But, you know, other than that, I think I really like Anderson Cooper. So I appreciate what he said about the people of Haiti and, you know, just somebody just get Trump out of office. That's what I really...
Yeah, it's coming. I can feel it all over my body. It's coming.
Can we join hands for my praises due?
Oh, yes. Yes.
So my praises due is to God because my ends are fresh and my edges are thick and my abs are great even in the wintertime.
Hallelujah.
My credit score is a 754. And we're going to do some great work for the community this spring, summer. All right. Hallelujah.
Woo! The year of the woman.
Yes. Okay, so with that being said, this has been an amazing episode. We would definitely want to thank Jackie B for coming and hanging with us and being such a breath of fucking fresh air and saying all the things that needed to be heard. And just so excited for you, and we can't wait to see what you do next. Definitely riding your coattails in all the ways. Also,
come play.
Yes. Thank you all for tuning in. Please continue to do all the things that you've always done. Follow us on all the places to be followed. You can follow us on Instagram, Tumblr, Facebook, and right here on YouTube at Away with Words, the podcast. And you can follow Me, Bree.stories on Instagram, Bree_stories on TwitTwat, at ATati on Instagram, and at HeyTati on TwitTwat, Ajano Asia at Ajano Asia everywhere. Yes, everywhere. And of course, just Jackie B.
Without the T.
Without the T. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we can't wait to see you again next week. Everybody say bye.
Bye.